drummers, how's it going? It's Alex once again, bringing you some more fun-free drumming ideas. This week we've got a nice little groove on the snare drum. It's quite upbeat, quite up-tempo, using some accents and double stroke rolls. We've got a nice little sort of technical exercise or little sticking pattern to learn in the shape of a 6-stroke roll. So if you like what you saw in the intro and you'll give this bad boy a crack, stick around and I'll break it down. Here we go. Okay, so let's dive straight into it. We're dealing with 16th notes, so we're counting 1 E-ander, 2 E-ander, 3 E-ander, 4 E-ander. We're playing single stroke, so right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, or vice versa if you're left-handed. And then we've got a few accents to worry about, which is always going to shift from the right hand to the left hand, from the right hand to the left hand, or vice versa. And basically we're landing on the and of beat 1, the E of beat 2, beat 3, the of beat 3, and then the and the of beat 4. So I'll go around it once just to sort of like highlight where they pop out and what it's going to sound like. But what I'll do is put a bass drum on beat 1 just so we've got like a nice solid downbeat. So here we go. It's going to sound like this. We've got 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Alright, so I'll loop that around in a second. I've turned the snare drum off so it's not too loud, but I'll slap it on in a second when we get that overhead shot. So if I just sort of like loop it around a couple of times, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. What you'll find between the and of beat 1 and the of beat 3, you kind of got this pattern where you're going right 2 3 left 2 3 right 2 3 left 2 3 right left. You've got that little pause and then the right left towards the end. So if I just chuck the snare drum on, loop it round, just with the bass drum at the start on beat 1, but eventually we're going to get it pumping away on beats 1, 2, 3 and 4. But if we just want to get this hand pattern down, it should sound a bit like this. Bit quicker. And a bit quicker. Hand pattern done. Alright, so now we've got that down, it's sounding pretty sweet. This bit can be a bit tricky at first, but if you persevere, it will happen, you will get it. And what we're going to get is basically the bass drum pumping around beats 1, beat 2, beat 3 and 4, and that's going to create this nice little bit of interplay between the kick drum and then the accents popping out. It's really going to sort of like, I don't know, when you've got the pulse going on, this other little pattern, it sounds pretty funky. So if I try and play that nice and slowly, if I get the bass drum going, what you'll find, actually beat 3, where you're doing an accent, is obviously going to land with a bass drum, but the rest of the time you've got to try and feel your way where that bass drum's playing with some of the quieter notes. So remember, when you're playing this, you're not playing ghost notes, but you've really got to sort of like create that nice separation between the loud accents and then the slightly quieter normal notes, which we'll call normies. All right, so let's try that a tiny bit quicker. You can get the left foot sort of joining in. All right, I'll tell you what, let's just check it out from up there and play it a bit quicker. Here we go. Bit quicker. Starting to sound pretty sweet. Alright, so now we've got the snare drum groove down, it's sounding pretty sweet. What we're going to do is we're going to generate like a 4-bar loop where we play that thing round 3 times, and then on bar 4 we're going to play this. And what we've essentially got here is like a nice little sticking pattern called the 6-stroke roll. You can do it in like triplet form or sextuplet form, but in this case we're going to sort of keep it as 32nd notes and 16th notes. So the actual sticking is right, right, left, left, right, left. So the right, right and the left, left, they're 32nd notes, which takes up the 1 and the E, and the 2 and the E, and the 3 and the E, and then the and the are both loud and proud, right, left, so you get this. Now if you speed it up, it sounds a bit like this. And because we've got that little and the being emphasised every time, much like on beat 4 of the previous groove we did, it's going to fit in nicely with that. So if I now play this 6-stroke roll, a few different speeds, and then mix it in with what we were doing a second ago, it's going to sound a bit like this. Bit quicker. Alright, so once you got that down, what I thought we could do is just do a nice little 3-bar loop, get that first thing we learnt 3 times round, and then on bar 4, chuck that bad boy in. Okay, so I'm just going to play that at a few different speeds, and then I'll come and say goodbye, and I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Here we go. A bit quicker. And even quicker. Okay guys, so there it is. I hope you enjoyed that lesson. Thank you very much for watching. As always, you can go and download the sheet music from onlinedrummer.com. There's a link in the description below. If you want to be an absolute legend and help support the channel, there's a link to my Patreon page. You'll also find links down there to my Facebook and Twitter if you want to come and say hello. So until next time, take care, keep drumming, and I'll see you next Thursday for some more fun free drumming ideas. Alright, bye!